This short video is about perpendicular parking for teenage drivers. So let's just jump right in. I would not recommend a new teen driver parking next to actual cars due to a number of reasons. They might accidentally accelerate, and to intervene on that is, often just so difficult. So we'll take these other vehicles off of our course and focus instead on using cones. Now, what typically happens is the new driver on this turn, which is a left turn coming in, will favor the left side. They'll be on the paint or too close to it. On this right turn, they'll come in too early, not always, but often, and favor the right side of the vehicle. So we're going to use cones and sticks to show the best way to approach to go in and answer the key question: when and how do you start turning the wheel? First, we'll do a right turn. The car will come in from this side, giving an adequate signal in advance. And I'm just going to move this cone right there. So the cones are representing the side of the car right next to us. That is our destination. So as we approach, we use these as a guide to know when to crank the wheel. This stick right here is right across from that stick there. And that gives a new driver a better idea of when to actually stop the car to use this procedure. So it does involve stopping the car when the front nose is directly across from the side of the car next to you. So the stick represents that. This one put here is just to help out. So the car fully stops. Signal would have been on. Then the turn doesn't happen right away. They roll about 2 feet forward. Okay, they have to estimate that. And at that moment, you have to start the wheel spinning right away and move the car in very slowly. And it might feel like it's going a little bit wide, but if it's done properly, it'll end up at least dead in the middle or close to the middle. Okay? And you do want a little gap in the front, like a foot and a half with the front nose. So by doing that, they'll hopefully get more in the center. Okay? So how would we do it the other way for a left turn? Well, we'll move this cone and stick now to this side to help them assess better when they're up to where this stick is on the forward motion. Again, signal in advance, coming up to the cone area. The nose stops approximately right there. Signal again is on. And then they roll 2 feet forward, just like in the other case. And at that moment, they have to get that wheel spun all the way. And that would help them to make that turn, ideally hitting dead center. That way they don't have to back up and fix the park. Now, a couple things that can go right or wrong with this. One of them is that you didn't go 2 feet, you went way too far forward, and then that can make it so you're either going to hit this stick or be too close to the right side. Same thing could happen, obviously, if you made a turn here. And maybe in this case, you estimated the 2-foot rule wrong. You didn't estimate that properly, and now the turn is coming too early on this side. Okay? So, with a little bit of practice, that can be perfected. And what this hopefully eliminates is the necessity to go into the parking space, back up, fix it, and then, taking several tries to go into the space. Perpendicular parks.